Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody's here.
Hello.
Don't forget to unmute yourself. Oh yeah, didn't do that. But I have a Christmas tree with me.
Forgot the dashes. Yes. Forgot the dash.
I have my Christmas water bottle.
Oh, nice.
And I have a electric Christmas tree sitting on my desk that someone made me.
Nice.
I'm in the festive mood since it's December. I feel I can Okay.
It hasn't been enough days since Thanksgiving, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I typically though decorate. I didn't this year. I usually decorate November 1st. And I didn't used to. It used to be the day after Thanksgiving. But the Christmas tree makes me smile. So it's been up since early November. The rest of everything else. This is all done now. That's the backyard.
Really?
Cool.
So anyway, okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we have a special guest. Oh,
Yay.
I just had it. Çağatay.
Çağatay.
Çağatay, see?
Yes.
I knew. Çağatay. I knew I would mess it up.
No
it's because I don't have the phonetic in front of me, which I have in another document. So let me start my little slideshow. And how's everybody's week? Hopefully going well.
Not a lot of it here yet, though.
So yeah, that's true. Well, since the last one we did. Oh,
okay.
Since the last one, yeah.
That's
okay.
Different. It was a tricky week.
So here we go. And I can't see anybody, so can you see my screen?
No.
Maybe.
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, come on. Oh, I forgot. Oh, wow. Technical difficulties. Gotta love them.
Oh, yes.
Now you can see it. Now I'm going full screen. Yay, we're there. Okay. All right.
Yay.
Who am I? I'm Steph. I'm one of the team leads for our Flutter Community AI Circle. I am also a co-manager of the Flutteristas, which is an organization globally for women and non-binary people who are interested in Flutter. Those are my socials. And I'm going to hand it off now to my co-lead, Ezra.
Hello, everyone. I'm Esra, based in Berlin from Turkey. Now, really excited for this session, I would say. And as Steph mentioned, I'm also co-leading the Flutteristas, as well as I do also help to organize a Flutter Meetup Berlin. And with this month, GTG Cloud Berlin too. We are hosting a meetup for December in Berlin, and then I will be also traveling for 2 dev fests in Turkey this weekend. If you are joining, just let's meet there, I would say. And I would like to pass the word to Jin.
My name is Jin. I am based in Montreal, Canada, and I am Flutter and Dart GDE. I am also organizing Flutter and GDG community in Montreal. And Randall Schwartz. I am also a Dart and Flutter Google developer expert, although we don't have to say Dart anymore because there's no separate category for Dart. It's all Flutter now. So, but that doesn't mean I forgot everything I know about Dart. It just means I don't have a category for it anymore. And I think you're going to forget about it after the AES stuff one day. Yeah, right. We'll see. So I answer a lot of questions online all the time, and on this show we also have questions. We take questions directly in the live chat, and if you put Q: in front of your question, then I'll notice it and flag it for us to process as a panel here. And it's also one of the things I do the rest of the time because I'm answering questions on Discord and Slack, Stack Overflow, and Slack, and all those other places, all the places where the socials are. I'm everywhere.
Awesome. Thank you. Some do's and don'ts. Randall.
Oh, I still get to read that. Okay.
You still get to do it.
we really shortened it up last Wednesday. It was pretty funny. It was just
Yep.
basically, be nice. That's
nice.
kind of what all these boil down to. But yeah, be nice. You're not talking to bots. You're talking to actual humans. I can't prove that I'm not a bot, but close enough. And don't post anything that's adult or rude. Don't advertise or promote anything. If your face isn't on the screen, you're not going to be able to talk about. Please don't talk about things that your projects are going on. Also, you can't paste URLs in the chat anyway. Only we can put URLs in chat. So it kind of keeps it limited to that. Don't spam. Don't post the same thing again and again and again. It's just boring. It's rude. Don't do that. Also, we do have ban hammers. If any kind of harassment, not tolerated, we take care of it immediately. But do have a good time, because we're here having a good time sharing the information we know with you. And we expect you to, well, we'd like it if you were also having a good time and not just being in misery learning all this stuff. I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I ad lib. I should read the script.
No, it's totally okay. I like your be nice. It's totally fine. Okay. So as Randall said, you cannot share URLs. If you have a question and you need to share some code, you need to go log into GitHub, go to gist.new, make sure you enter your description, file name, put your code in there, make sure you create a public gist, and then all you share is the part after the last slash. You just want that hash. That's what we need to say, here's the gist, then you put that, so then we can bring it up and share it. What do we have is the Flutter Community AI Circle FCAIC resources. We have our website, ai.fluttercommunity.dev. And from there, we have several different links. We would like this to be your starting point to go out and do things in the Flutter community when it comes to AI. So people who are new and haven't done a whole lot with AI and are interested, scared, any of that, start with the starters. Those people who have been working with it and have more questions and things like that, check out our builders link. And then that is a link to the YouTube playlist here on the Flutter Community YouTube channel to all of our live streams. So if you want to go back to history or anything like that, that will take you directly to that playlist. And then we have our GitHub. But if you've got questions, yes, we know there's tons and tons of different channels and different platforms and things like that. But on the Flutter forum, there is a special category for AI. And that way we have a centrally located space to talk about Flutter and AI questions and things like that. So you don't have to go searching all over the place. You can do it right there. Then we have that take the survey question or button. And what you can do there is things that you can do to help us. If you've never been here before or you still haven't done it, make sure you fill out the community survey. That gives us more information about you, things you're interested in, what you've been working on. So we can also gear our live streams towards things that the community is interested in or where they need help. If you're creating content and you haven't done it yet, be sure to fill out the contributor survey. From there, we can take and review and have you come and join us and present here on our live stream. And if you also have questions for our content or suggestions for our content, be sure to go to, that's our website. Be sure to let us know. That's also something you can do and have additions and some things like that. And this, ignore that. That was from last week and I forgot to close it. So let me unshare. Hi, I'm back. Now I can see everybody.
Yay.
And big important part is if you have a question, and I'm looking for the little thing, where is it? Make sure you put a Q : in front of it so it sticks out and we can see it from there. And now we have our guest speaker here. And if you have something that you would like to share, let me know and we can get your share screen up. And there are going to be some of us that have to drop off screen for some things, but we're still here listening, and we'll be watching questions. So take it away.
Okay, is it my turn to introduce myself?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, yes. Thank you for the introduction. Okay, I'm Çağatay. I'm from Turkey, but I've been living in Finland around 15 years. But wait, the screen changed. Did something happen?
It's not letting me display what.
Oh, okay. I thought I was just kicked off.
No, you are, and
great. Okay.
There's been some changes and things are not quite working the way I want them to. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, I will speak. You can meanwhile play around.
Yeah.
So no worries. Yeah. Okay. I've been living in Finland for 15 years, and I started my mobile application development career with Android for 6-7 years, and then in 2020 I started doing Flutter just to ship things in iOS. And I became a Google developer expert 3 years ago. And I've been following Flutter community on YouTube and also Medium as well, like for years and years. And surprisingly, this is my first time for appearance here. Like as a side note, when this Flutter community, AI community was the team was founded, I wanted to be there, but like you guys are doing an amazing work. So I'm also quite busy, but now I have a chance to contribute at least with my experience. So very happy to be here. Thank you for having me as a guest.
We're so happy to have you.
Okay, so I don't have the agenda. I don't know, but I'm ready to share my experience with my recent experiments with Gemini 3 and with my side project. How should we start?
Do you want to share your screen or anything, or do you want to just talk? What's your plan?
Okay, so I can share.
Can follow the article. That you have quite great insights there and open up on them.
Then let me share my screen. I will bring it. Oh, wrong screen. No, correct screen.
He prepared a really nice article, also highlighted by Firebase team as well.
Yes, super happy to see that. Because my last article was 3 years ago, and because of AI, I wasn't really motivated to write content because AI writes the content immediately while you need to spend a lot of time to write on that. But I just didn't want to write. By the way, is my screen share?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Perfect. And now, yes. Okay, great. So yeah. It has been 3 years since I wrote my last article, but then I felt like I have to share this because it's not just like an API documentation. It's a use case. In fact, after sharing this, I've seen quite many questions, also from a company that I'm working in. So also for my side project, when I shared this online, people are really interested in annotating images. Because generating images has been available for months, years, maybe, I don't know, but reliably annotating image, I think this was possible with Gemini 3. Of course, Gemini 2.5 annotates images, but it's not reliable. It doesn't work always. But Gemini 3 Nano Banana Pro annotates the images. So when I wrote this article, I wanted to first have the introduction that the shift from pre-AI and post-AI. We can go easily on that. In the pre-AI, building software was slow. Of course, you can write it fast, but compared to how we build software today, it's slower. The software is usually displaying REST API from backend, some utility apps, or some not really super complex. And the environment was, of course, competitive. There are so many similar apps on stores. But after the AI, it's fast, super fast. Building AI is not difficult anymore. The main challenge is marketing your solution, making sure that people hear about you and they install your app to their phones. And the magic is the net expectation. Actually, this is the hit word, a hit sentence for me, because there are many people are building apps, but what you build should be very like a very special, that people would like to use it among so many alternatives. And magic is possible, much accessible with the AI now. And in this post, I would like to show this as well. I wanted to show this. And the software was competitive before. Now it's even much more competitive because everybody is building the app. The difficult part is now marketing and making sure people are installing it. So this was from a conference that I attended. It was in Slash. I don't know if you heard about it. It's Europe's largest startup and founder-focused conference. There were a lot of talks about it. And yeah, this is how I actually started my article, to show that magic is expectation and we can do magic. And the funny thing here is that after writing my article, I provided my article to Notebook LLM. I'm not gonna like show this for all 6 minutes, 8 minutes, but I'm not sure if you have done this before. Notebook LLM takes your article and creates an amazing video about what you're talking about. This was much surprising for me. I wasn't expecting this much performance. And another thing I was really surprised also here, like when I create this. So this is also, I wanted Notebook LM. I asked it to generate slides for my article. It also generated slides, and it generated the screen, which is much better than my screen actually. Yeah. So it's amazing. So I can just write a article, I can share it on YouTube, and then make a conference talk and create a CFP and apply for it. So even this is nowadays super fast. And yeah, yeah, that was the initial part of the article. But then not only talking about some particular use case, but also I wanted to show it in a really relevant app. Because now there are so many applications of image annotations. Most common is that in marketing people, or for example, if you have a restaurant, you want to share a lot of visuals, and then you just add the text. So it places the text, and you don't have to add anything on top of that. It speeds up things. But another use case is in language apps. So I use this in speaking improvements, because my app is Finnish. I live in Finland, as mentioned, and I'm building an app that helps people to pass this national certificate of language proficiency exam. In the end, you get the citizenship. So people really want to pass this exam. And the speaking part of this exam is quite demanding. It's one of the most challenging one. It requires immediate responses. For example, there is a recording you're listening, and then you need to give a reaction in 15 seconds. Also, you need to talk about something, about your opinion, in 2 minutes, or you need to explain something. So that requires a lot of vocabulary knowledge. Not only that, but also you need to be a good storyteller, or you want to you have to explain what is happening around. So as an example, like reaction. So all of this, I wanted to have these image description tasks. Here there's a really nice example. So when you open the feature, you see an image that is generated by Nano Banana. And if the user presses the help button, Nano Banana creates these annotations and gives some hints that you can talk about a dog. You can talk about there's a bank, there's a child, there's leash. I hope, because I don't know Finnish, but I'm building a Finnish language teaching app thanks to AI. Also, when you press the sample answer here, it gives you how to explain this image. So the photo shows a family with their dog in a park. It shows a parent and a child outside in a beautiful day. The child is petting the dog, and the dog looks happy. Parent looks at them with a smile, blah, blah, blah. But this was my initial test. I have better annotations after iterations. And if you go down, for example, these are another examples. So this is all Finnish style, Finnish culture references. This is about like poro is the deer, reindeers, lumi snow, and lapsi child. Manto is the tree. Talo is the building. Here in sauna, Järvi is the lake. Ystävä, friends. Sauna here, pool, trees, vesi water. When you press this button here, this microphone, you talk in like 1 minute 30 seconds, like 90 seconds. It is recorded and the audio is sent to Gemini together with an evaluation criteria, which is the official exam evaluation criteria, how the exam evaluates speaking. And based on that, Gemini generates a feedback. For example, it recognized my foreign accent. It says that pronunciation was generally clear and intelligible with a noticeable foreign accent was present. But I was just reading the sample text, so it thought that I was doing well, although I have an accent. And it corrected my grammar as well. So it said that user demonstrated a good range of vocabulary because I was just reading the sample answer. Yeah. And the stack is Flutter, of course. Wipe once, run everywhere. Firebase AI Logic. I'm not a backend person. I do everything in client, which is not always a good thing, but it's what it is. I just want to build I just want to focus on client. And if I really need a function to be run on backend, I use Firebase class functions. So yeah, I'm using Flutter package for Firebase AI. And I'm using Gemini 2.5 for structured text and 2.5 Flash image for image generation and Gemini 3 Pro image preview for annotation. Why? Because Gemini 3 Pro is more expensive than Gemini 2.5. But recently I changed to Gemini 3 Pro because I have a catching mechanism, which I'm going to talk about it later, so that not every user needs to generate. So there's a pool. Every time an image is generated, the image is going to the Firebase storage. So people just see what is generated before. If they have seen all the images, it generates a new one. That's pretty much it. But before going into details, do we have any questions here?
Yeah, well, I have a question.
Yes.
So have you had native Finnish people review the work so far to make sure the translations are accurate?
Yes, of course. Although I don't speak Finnish, I'm always asking around. Like I have users, and in fact, I have paid users. I have around 160 paid users, subscribers to my app. And if it wasn't good, people wouldn't pay for it. So I think the AI is very good with this grammar. Yeah, I think it's reliable. Yeah,
because I remember that machine translation, 3 or 4 years ago, back before AI, as if that actually existed anymore, was somewhat like hit and miss as well, because it couldn't understand really the semantic context of a lot of words. And obviously the LLMs do better at semantic context, so it should be better translators, we hope.
Yeah, actually, please continue, Ezra. Yeah.
Can we ask which model is that also? Like that also helps.
So for translations, I'm using 2 things. One is Google Translate API through Google Cloud or Gemini 2.5, depending on the context. Google Translate sucks if you provide only 1 sentence. If you provide 3-paragraph text, Google Translate is better because the response is better because it understands the context. But Gemini, with Gemini API, I not only provide a sentence, but I also provide like extra context in the, so that I ask Gemini, translate this. This is the context, but although there is 1 sentence. For example, I have a feature where users see a lot of example sentences, but example sentence is just 1 sentence. And I don't use Google Translate there because Google Translate, you cannot add extra content. But with Gemini 2.5 Flash, you can ask for translation and add extra content, context. That's much accurate.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you are using multiple models here. So I think Nano Banana, the Gemini 3 Pro image preview. I think that's what you are using for the image generation.
Yes,
that
annotation.
Actually happen on the from the client side, and then you're actually caching it in the Firebase storage. That way, I understand. And another model for Gemini 2.5 Flash for the translation. And you also mentioned about Gemini 3 Pro, right? You are using it somewhere.
I can explain once more because I wasn't clear. So translations, I talked about Translate API and Gemini 2.5, but for audio analysis, I use 2.5. I've been using because Gemini 3 is very new and it's in preview.
Okay.
I wasn't sure, but I'm going to try because I received some Google Cloud credits, so I can spend some money on that. And with remote config, I can change, of course, if it is too expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to 3 preview, but this is basically 2.5, which I attached my prompt to give feedback about this audio. So it's a multimodal request. The first part is text. I'm telling that you need to review this audio, of course, with a lot of extra content, that this is for Finnish exam. This is how the audio is evaluated. Also, I attach a PDF, which is a matrix table to give from A1 to C2. So this kind of a, like you giving a level, so the grade you're getting, and also the audio. So 3 parts. Yeah.
2.5 Pro or Flash?
I'm not using Pro. No, I'm not using Pro.
Flash. Okay.
Yes, it's Flash. Yes. Even Flash is quite long because when it's Pro, I think the latency is quite long. Even with 2.5, with 2.0 Flash, it was really fast, but with 2.5 Flash, it is still long, which I don't like. Let's see how it's gonna treat, like, because when these previews come to, I remember last time when 2.5 preview was announced, it took months to get it to general availability. So I don't know how long it will take to have them in general availability. Yeah.
And there's no 3 Flash yet, I think.
It's only Pro. Yeah, that's why I'm hesitating. It's quite it should be expensive. I haven't checked the price, but yeah, Pros are always expensive. Yep. If we don't have any other questions, I can actually first have a quick demo so that you can see how the let me see. I need to set up.
We do have a general AI question, but I want to save that for after you're done with your presentation.
Yes. Okay. So now I'm gonna share my phone. I'm gonna make a live demo, and of course it's gonna fail. So you're seeing my phone. You are gonna see my screen. You're seeing my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So this is about culinary. I wanted Gemini to generate an image. So here, let's see the sample answer. So when I press translate here we use Google Translate. So Translate API. Picture shows 2 people baking a bun in a modern kitchen. Of course, I cannot say this in Finnish, but I can try. Anyway, yeah. Actually, let me try. Okay, I'm going to speak to my phone. Kuvassa on 2 ihmistä leipomassa pullaa modernissa keittiössä. Luultavasti he ovat aikuinen ja lapsi, jotka ovat yhdessä puuhailemassa. He seisovat keittiössä rakkeen ääressä ja lapsi kaulaa taikana kaulimella. Aikuinen saattaa opastaa tai auttaa lasta leipomisessa. Molemmat näyttävät hymyilevän iloisesti ja näyttävän tästä yhteisestä hetkestä. Pöydällä näkyy myös muita leivontatarvikkeita, kuten jauhajoha, kulho ja kanelia. Keittiö näyttää valoisalta ja mukavalta paikalta. Minusta tällaiset yhteiset hetket perheen kanssa ovat tärkeitä. So this, wait, I forgot to close this. And now I'm sending this to Gemini to evaluate that. So, and I have also a vocabulary list here, which you can see the meanings. For example, leipo here says it to bake. This is generated by 2.5. So it generates, and when it gives the meaning of the word, it also generates examples in 6 CFR levels. So this is also generated by Gemini. Okay, now it's feedback summary. The user provided a clear and coherent description of the image, successfully identifying key elements, blah, blah, blah. While the response demonstrated good communication, several grammatical inaccuracies and some hesitations to indicate a solid level B1. So it gave me B1 because I used really good vocabulary from the sample answer. And then it tells you for path to B2, maintaining a higher degree of grammatical and let's see if it's going to say something about my pronunciation. The speech was intelligible, but a clear foreign accent was present, and there were several noticeable pauses and hesitations, particularly when searching for specific words. Tempo was not consistent, so it shows some vocabulary. The vocabulary was appropriate and sufficient because I cheated. Grammar corrections, so this is the feedback summary. And well, I have these categories as well that I can create any. So I think you have an idea now how it is. So yeah.
Without giving away your secret sauce, can you give us an example of what the prompt is like for that kind of a transaction?
Sure.
I mean, clearly some of this is going to be your secret sauce, so you don't have to show anything you don't want. But
no, I think I can show some things. Let's see. It's just I need to find the correct file. Sorry. Meanwhile, you look for the image. So it takes a lot of time to generate an image. This is why I'm not catching it. So image, let me see. I'm checking my code base now. Okay, now this is a pet. I don't know if this is a dog or rabbit or whatever. Let me see what this is. It's a rabbit, so canny. So now it's generating a meaning because nobody asked this. Okay, same for words. If a word is not asked before, it's generating. If it is asked before, it's in my database. I'm fetching from my database immediately. So yeah, a small mammal. Funny enough, my prompt is wrong because I should have clearly mentioned that you just need to say here rabbit, but it describes me the rabbit.
Yes.
Yeah, a small mammal. But yeah, I fixed this in my next release. When I press this, so see it's generating now, annotating. It takes also some time. Let's see how long it will take. So it's not really fast, super fast. Let's see. This is a rabbit. Have you ever seen rabbit like that? Or is it me? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that type of rabbit.
So
that's supposed to be a rabbit?
Yeah. Okay, maybe, yeah. So Alkainen, Ikkuna is window, Lapsi is child. Okay, so wrong. It's not reliable. So Lapsi, this is not Lapsi. This is Kani, but I need to improve my prompt. Korkana is the carrot. It's correct. Alkainen, I don't know what this is, but let me check. Alkainen. No, this is okay. I have a bug. Because this is my development, it's not the production version. I'm now adding a custom vocabulary. For example, here, when you click this, you can add this to your custom category. Like you can create a new category so that you can have your own vocabulary category. Anyway, so this is not the production. I hope that production is better. Anyway, let me find my prompt. Okay. So. Recording data source. Meanwhile, I can answer questions if there is any.
Yeah, there actually is a question related to
I can. Yes.
Latency.
Yeah, let's see.
So Johan Schieper 352 says, how do you handle the AI API latency?
Latency. As shown with vocabulary, because we waited for Kani, right? It took some time, but when I click, it will come immediately because yes, there will be latency because I ask AI a lot of things. I said that create a meaning. There might be multiple meanings here. It said only one. And then I tell AI, give me a synonym of it and also create me sentences from A1 to C2. And also here I press, because in Finnish there is spoken and written language difference. For example, Minula becomes Mulla in spoken language. So it's not only because if I ask immediately translating, it's in 3 seconds. But my prompt is complex. Once it is done, it is in my database. It's faster for everyone. So it's a kind of crowdsourcing database. So collectively, I built this database. Yes, if we have other questions, I can also answer. Meanwhile, I will just bring my editor here. It's easier to see in a larger screen. So this is my image prompt, which I already share in my article. But let me see my speaking.
It needs to be a bit bigger if you can make it a couple sizes bigger. Thank you.
Yeah, but this is not going to help because it's quite long. Yeah, let's see. Recording data and recording data source. Okay, so you should see now. So your primary directive is your generate in feedback language. So I literally say that it should be in English, Turkish, Arabic, or Russian language. You're an expert. AI is always an expert. Your task is to assess user spoken Finnish response in the UKI reaction task. Your entire evaluation must be based on audible qualities of the provided recording, must strictly adhere to official UKI speaking assessment criteria contained in the attached PDF. So if we attach the PDF, you go to assets. PDF. So this is speaking criteria of the exam. So I cannot write this to, okay, take this and give me, so this cannot be text. It's very difficult to make it text. So I give this PDF and then it evaluates based on this from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So I attach this PDF in the also the prompt. This is the prompt. Okay, it was this. This is the prompt. So context of the tasks. Of course, this is a lot of iterations because I can never get the prompt that I want in the first iteration. There is a lot of try and mistake, and I'm going to improve this. In the end, I tell the okay, context of the task, short structured. User was asked to give a short structured monologue based on the practice. This isn't about the other. For example, this is the prompt of this reaction. So in the exam, it tells you in a situation and how you react to this. You say only one sentence. You have 15 seconds to answer. And this is the prompt of that AI analyzes based on this. And the output format, I'm telling the output format should be like this. But the output format is usually a JSON, which needs to be, yeah, I will explain about this later. But yeah, do you have any other questions that I can explain maybe?
Well, I actually have 2 questions based on what I just saw. Are you using AI to help you develop this application? And if so, which one?
Develop in what sense? Writing code or?
Yeah, in terms of generating code and generating these prompts.
Yes, I'm using Gemini Deep Research a lot. This is the secret sauce. I'm explaining the use case. I'm usually copying, pasting the prompt from Gemini 2.5. It's usually the deep research because in my prompts, I add the pedagogical support. So give me from pedagogical aspect so that the prompt is balanced for language learning app. Yeah.
I think this is going to become more prevalent that we're using AI to build tools that let us use AI to do things.
Yes.
There's this meta AI involved, which is pretty, I find fascinating at this point.
Yes. So I have some other things here as well. I'm building this with for actually exam, so that this is my favorite thing. This is not using AI, but it's data model. So this is like I, you, he, she, I, you, he, she, it, and we, you, they. So there is this verb, and you can conjugate it. And then I asked, for example, this particular combination. I asked AI to generate example. So this is using 2.5 now. And since there are like a lot of permutation combination here. So I cannot really, but if a user still comes with this combination, this is going to my database. It won't take long time. So this translate is, I think, is not Google Translate. So this is quite fast because it's one sentence. And yeah, so for example, when I click this, it shows me the meaning of it also. And when I press explain, this is the best part. It's going to take some time, but it's definitely amazing. Because I have a really great prompt. I used a lot with, I developed it a lot with Gemini 2.5 deep research. So to express a hypothetical action that would have should have happened in the past, we use the conditional perfect mood. This form conveys a sense, and then it first gives the concept based on the combination. And then it says that, okay, this is how we structured the Olisitte odottanet. It says Oli, the stem of the verb. Olisi, si makes it conditional. Olisitte is the personal ending. And then odottanet, main verb is odotta, to wait. And then odotta is the verb stem. Net is the active past participle. And then there is an application. Conditional perfect is used to talk about what would have happened, should have happened in the past, but didn't. It is often used to express regressed. And now it gives a task. Your task is imagine a situation where you made a different choice in the past. And then it asks you to fill this, and it gives you the answer here. This is called CMI. C is the concept, mechanism is M, and and the application is A. And I had no idea what CMA meant because I asked Gemini, hey, this is my use case. How can I give the best explanation to user to explain some grammatical context? And but I added this. Give me this, your answer in a pedagogical way. So it suggested me multiple pedagogical methods. And this CMA is like really, there are so many articles about this CMA framework that you can like, how can I say, this is kind of that. Let me check if I can find on. Yeah, let's see if AI tricked me. CMA framework. So wait, this is not the correct one. Context mechanism application framework. If there is something like that. No, it looks like yeah, but context mechanism outcome configuration. So this kind of a framework, at least AI told me so. Context mechanism outcomes. Anyway, so here, context mechanism and application. So this framework is given to me through Gemini Deep Research, and I apply it when I'm explaining a certain combination of a word. This helps because I heard from several feedbacks that user really likes to work, study languages with examples. First, they help it. This kind of examples help increasing the vocabulary, and also helps you explaining why it is certain this way. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, or should I continue with my article?
I might have one question.
With the article.
Please.
Should. Yes. So you have all prompt in your client application, right? So
yes.
You are not actually securing, your kind of secret source.
Yes.
But have you any kind of, have you thought about any kind of protection logic you wanted to put? Let's say using kind of GenKit on the Firebase, so that you don't necessarily exposing your system prompt and so
I'm not really worried about my solution. So
okay.
I shared my full image prompt here. I like competition. I think there are so many good things in my app. For example, this vocabulary thing that I'm building now. Like, I'm building a vocabulary that is teaching, for example, this kind of similar explain and this kind of things. I have a really nice UI. I have really nice prompts, really nice. It's a big, everything is part of it. And in the end, people can take my ways of doing things, but I think my app in total will be better. Of course, I'm scared that things will be stolen and then there will be another app doing that. But I think it is in the end, it's not just this. There is a lot of things going on in mobile app development. This thing, prompt alone, didn't really bring me subscribers. It's a combination of everything. Yeah. Do we have other questions?
We have sort of a general question, I guess you can help answer if you wanted to, which is Tata Sir says, what new and improved capabilities would you like to see in the next versions of Nano Banana?
Nano Banana. Speed is important, of course. I think the most important thing is speed that I would like to see. Price also, it's not expensive. It's not expensive for sure, but still, if you are building an app that uses AI, you need to monetize it. Otherwise, you will burn money unless you have investors. So I have some subscribers that helps me to go even like bolder. So I'm using Pro model here. I'm not scared because in the end, the costs are covered by the subscribers. In the long term, I will have more users. What else? I think it's fine. No. What I say is that I'm seeing what is coming and I'm trying to utilize it. And it's really hard to figure out what is coming. What excites me most about AI is the generative UI. What I can build with generative AI, I have zero idea about what I can build. But my friend just told me that, hey, we can have puzzles or mini games with language teaching. I don't know, but maybe with generative UI you can do it. So it's so exciting because what motivates me in this project is not only teaching the language, but also teaching the language in the new ways, in the most innovative ways that was not done before. And in large companies like Duolingo or others, it is so much bureaucracy, so many things that there are so many meetings. Hey, we are bringing a new feature. Instead, I'm just like night or 2 nights. I want this feature. I'm releasing it. So that gives me power. It makes it more accessible to compete.
I have a question. Oh, go ahead, Jen.
All right. So for Nano Banana, actually, I have based on my experience. So I tried to create the app icon with Nano Banana. And the problem is that actually, when it's a simple image with a lot of background, the line of the logo itself is a little jiggling all the time. So I couldn't really have great vector image with the Nano Banana. That's the one thing I really want to fix it when I do it.
Yeah, I'm using photorealistic. I say photorealistic things. It helps my use case.
Problem, yeah.
Yeah. For like other use cases, I'm not sure how good it is, but yeah.
So do you plan on expanding other languages or just focusing on Finnish only?
That's a really good question. Every time I want it, but I really want to finish language. I really want to win in Finland. So because writing code is super easy, I can very fast make this German version of this app or other versions. But I really want to finish some other parts that is on the way using AI. For example, one thing that excites me the most is the live API with Firebase AI Logic. So that without live API, when you start chat, in fact, I have a chat feature in my app. When you start chat, let's see. Do we have time? I can share.
Yes,
we have time. Do we have? Perfect. Let me see. So if you put my screen on the screen, yes. So I got the speaking part, and then this is the, I choose, for example, a scenario. Somebody put garbage to the street. So it now generates a scenario, hopefully, yes. So let's see what it is about. You are walking with a friend in a park. You notice a lot of litter on the ground. You discuss littering, its effects, and what can be done about it. The conversation is relaxed and informational. So this is Chris Sal's Flutter AI Toolkit package. I'm not sure if you know about it. This provides you a chat which you can customize. So this is the scenario. It says, oh no, look at this. There is a lot of trash. Why do people do this. So you need to answer in Finnish, which I have no idea. So that's why I'm going to get some help. I said, what? And it tells me that, let's see what it does. Do you mean what is this trashing? I find this really sad. What toast does this bring in up you? And I can just answer this. So this is chat. So I stop here, and next day I continue here. It will work again because this is not a session. So it's what is it called in terms? It's chat. It's live. It's not live chat. What is live chat?
You also start a conversation.
Yes, with live chat you start a session and it's a conversation, and it's happen. Everything is happening in one session. Here, every text I write, it is sent with a history. So like it's a collective. But with live API, it answers immediately to you, and you have, I think, maximum 10 minutes to finish a session. I want to have a live version of this that exactly simulates the exam. In exam, it is interaction with like very short duration. So I think this week I'm going to do that. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about though.
I'd asked if you'd like thought about
yes.
languages.
Other languages, yes. Getting other languages is easy. In fact, everybody can get this app and do that. The real difficulty is marketing. And what I'm figuring out is how I can win in a small market. And I'm learning about the like marketing techniques, which I'm an engineer. So I need to figure this out. Yeah, I'm going to spend, as soon as it will be, at least for some time, feature complete. I want to pause giving new features. I want to more focus on making sure that people know about this app. And once this is done, I will try other markets as well. Because for side project, this is too big. Yeah. Do we have other questions?
We do actually here.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So Tata Tesser also asks, do you think you can bring Notebook LM like video lessons into your app, personalized to the user language learning progress?
That's amazing, but it doesn't support Finnish, unfortunately. It's only in English, Notebook LM, for now at least.
Oh.
Yeah, and the live API, that feature, the reason why I didn't bring it before is that it didn't support Finnish, I think, until last month. So yeah, Notebook LM is not supporting different languages yet.
More questions at the moment.
Jen, do you have any more questions? I know you have to leave soon.
No, not really have a question at the moment, but actually I've been doing similar project. Actually, I mean, not project like yours, but I mean, I'm also creating an app, and then I might need to learn how to market this application. I mean, if you have any insight later, maybe you can let me know.
Me, my personal, as a developer, Reddit is really good. First of all, it helps a lot to because there are so many subreddits for specific languages that you can post. Instagram helps. I spend monthly approximately 100 euros on Google Ads and Meta Ads. Helps a lot. Especially Instagram, and Instagram is amazing. I'm pretty sure TikTok would have worked better, but I'm so scared to jump in there. I hope I will find someone who can do this for me.
Actually, we need to spend money.
Yeah.
So what we need an app that teaches us how to market apps and use that to bootstrap itself.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I would pay for it. Just build it. Yeah, Ronald, please do that. I will pay for that.
Yeah. Well, it could be my next paying project.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're talking about a need, and this is a need as well in my case, that people want to integrate into Finland and they need to learn Finnish to do that, and they pay for it.
I mean, this application for French is gonna definitely work for sure.
Yeah, everyone says this for the similar country, but one-person project, it's super difficult to jump into other countries. Yeah. But I have more things to share actually, because we talked about what, but we haven't talked much about how. If we have time, I can have a second round to talk about how I implement this from technical point.
Absolutely, keep going. It's fine.
Sure. Okay. So randomness is important, and to have randomness, we need seed. And seeding here is the topic description. So here, let's go back to this. Look and tell. And I really love the icon because this is, the art banana in the art museum, and it's like you imagine what it is. And here, these are the seeds. Each card here is a JSON, and it has a description. I provide this to AI as a seed. Hey, you're going to generate an image, but this is what the image is about. Then it generates the image. Why JSON? It's simple because this could have been just I'm fetching this from Firebase, by the way, Firebase Firestore, but I'm fetching a JSON. So it's only one document in this could have been separate documents. All of them could be one document. The reason why I'm doing JSON because my wife is helping me to write this, and she just provides me the JSON. I just paste the JSON. I fetch the JSON from Firestore and convert it to list. Yes. So when you press, it generates an image. But what it is about? First of all, I have this image description class. This is the most important part. So the class has the ID, description, the vocabulary, annotated words, generated image. These will be added later. And the schema. It's the when you provide input and when you want output in a JSON way, you should provide schema. This is called structured output. And I'm telling the JSON schema to Firebase, like to AI actually, to Gemini, that your output should have a description field, should have a properties field, vocabulary field, a sample answer, and annotated words. So the seed helps me to generate one specific image. So the description should be a detailed photorealistic image prompt in English that will be used to generate an image. And let me see, sorry. This is medium. Yeah, let's see, going down. Okay, so this is my prompt. And with prompt, I provide a one-shot example how the output should look like. For example, this one specific rule. A photorealistic medium shot of two friends, a man and a woman, hiking in a Finnish national park during autumn. They have stopped on a well-marked trail to look at a map. The man is holding the map, and the woman is pointing towards the trail ahead, both smiling and engaged in a frightening description. They are wearing practical outdoor, blah, blah, blah. So this is the long description that will be used to generate an image. But
from here, I would like to actually add and highlight something.
Yes, please.
How did you improve your prompting? Because right now we have a lot of people have access to similar models, but the way that you kind of guide AI to give you the output that you are looking for and the ability to extract all of these data with the way that you show is actually you're sharing a little bit of like secret sauce of like how to make the prompting work for you. And that's really nice. And which kind of resources you use to kind of improve and kind of match your good looking prompt, let's say?
Yes, my only prompt mechanism is the Gemini website. This web thing, you enter Gemini and then you can see the prompts there. So you can write the prompt and ask it, hey, this is my use case, this is my app. And actually, one tip I can give, like let's go to my image. You probably don't see it, but I'm just going to make it larger, just a second. So image description is my feature, and each feature in my app has a README. So this README is not for me, it's for LLM. And so I provide context to Gemini, which gives me the prompt to be used for, hey, this prompt is the most suitable. And I iterate to make it. I don't have any other. So I don't even my starting point is Gemini website. Yeah. Yes, but my prompt has this thing also very important. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Not this one.
Can you increase the font size there?
Yes, which is just a second. Need to see my prompt. Yes, prompt here. Yes. Yes. Okay, important part is this safety part. So image generation can generate many different scenarios that might be not good for a language teaching app, especially for education app. So it's a dynamic process, and you want it to be creative. That's why you increase the top P, top K, and temperature values. But also you need to make sure that it is not producing that is controversial. Finland is very sensitive country. Even like even in my prompt, I'm really make sure that like the gender equality, different kind of like sensitivities of people. So what I do, avoid any scene that is this is for the context. Avoid any scene that is abstract, niche, ambiguous, emotionally distressing, or negative. So this is important. So it could generate something really bad about Finland, something really negative or emotionally distressing. I don't want to give distressing feeling to my users in the app. The scene must be universally positive and easy to understand. So make sure that I'm not really doing anything controversial. And also people and their interaction. All individuals must be generative. This is important. People should be non-identifiable. Fully clothed, so it is not really this like sexual, what is it called? I don't know, explicit or something. Depict only neutral, friendly, familiar. Actually, I need to fix this. Familiar interactions. Absolutely no romantic intimacy. You shouldn't reveal clothing. And also, let's see, safe environment. Scene must be safe. No violence, weapons, accidents, illegal acts, depiction of emergencies. For the health and well-being, because I have this topic, health and well-being, focus on preventative care. So don't show any like bad, like wounding or general awareness. A conversation with a doctor or yoga class. Do not depict injuries, wounds, medical. So I need to think about those things, and this only happens with iterations. A lot of iterations should go. I mean, you need to iterate on Firebase. Sorry, not Firebase. This Google AI Studio. So actively create inclusive and respectful scenes. Counteract stereotypes by default. For example, show diversity in gender roles, professions. This is really important, diverse, because it really tends to generate stereotypes for some roles. For example, a male daycare teacher, female IT professional, diverse groups of friends. Ensure people of different backgrounds and abilities are represented naturally. Yeah, this is important, I believe. So I just don't tell Gemini create an image. There is a lot of thinking, and that's why the latency is much longer, because it iterates. Yeah, so this prompt generates me description, annotated verbs, and vocabulary. Please, Ranmal, you have questions?
No, I'm just.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's cool.
Great. So let's see now the logic pipeline. We are starting with this. This is this is Google AI. This is really important because with Firebase in the client Flutter side, you can either use Google AI or Vertex AI. You have two options to use, and it is super confusing. The Google AI is Google Developer API. It's generated later. It started with Vertex AI. In fact, the package name was earlier Firebase Vertex AI package. And Google Developer AI, or whatever it's called, I don't know what. I think it's people usually say it Google AI API. It is added later. And as soon as I switched from Vertex AI to Google AI, my costs half now, like went down half. Because Vertex is AI, first of all, more expensive. Google AI has free quota. How should you choose? Vertex AI, you should use Vertex AI if you really need enterprise scale support from Google Cloud. Otherwise, just your default should be Google AI. In fact, Nano Banana is part of Google AI. It's, if I'm not wrong, I might be wrong. But there is the alternative of Nano Banana is ImageGen model. So it's a different model. But every attempt I generate with ImageGen, was error, because ImageGen is much more sensitive than Nano Banana. You write this, but it violates the principle of, and then it doesn't generate the image because it's super sensitive. So that's why I stopped using ImageGen. I did Gemini, this Google AI. The temperature is from 0 to 2, so I use 1.0, which is high enough. But the important part is that when you create a model that will give you the scenario of the image to be generated, so I have 3 stages. In fact, let me just show you this. Okay, this is my favorite thing. Not this one, structured ceremony. Okay, so I think it's here. Okay, this is generated from Notebook LLM. So the seed, I mentioned that these are the topics that user chooses. The contract is that I want the output in certain way. And then based on the topic, it generates me a description, a photorealistic, blah, blah, blah. And then this is the first model that I am using. So using the seed, I'm using a model that gives me the text response, only JSON. And then the description is used in image, another model, which uses image model, not the Gemini Flash Flashlight or Flash 2.5. And then for annotating, I'm using the original image and it modifies the image. So there are 3 different models used in this process. Let's go back. Yes. So it gave me the JSON. I parsed the JSON, this image from JSON, and then I get the image bytes. And I'm using this, I'm using this practice description to generate an image, which gives me the image bytes. And I'm updating my object. Now let's see. So the second model is that Gemini 2.5 Flash image. This is also here. Important thing is I want the result because I need a config here, generation config. I'm still using the Gemini 2.5, but this time the model name is Flash image. The response modalities is text and image. It should give me image and a text, the output. The temperature is 1.2. I sent the description as a this is my prompt to be given to AI. So it generates the content, and this is the response. The response has 2 parts because I explicitly say that I want the response to have 2 text and image part. The text part is used in logging, and the image part is going to be in the memory, which will be displayed in the image. And then, for example, the result is like that. A photorealistic medium shot of a finished red wooden, and the output will be this image of this descriptive.
Nice.
Yes. And then the last one, we are coming, the annotating process. So I don't simply tell AI that, hey, think about what words can be annotated here. In fact, I got it from the first part. When I provide the description, I give AI also, hey, these are the words you should annotate in the image. So let's see the annotated image prompt. Generate a modified version of the input image that includes professional, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, lots of
I think it's really nice. Like you also feed with a lot of information that it can hallucinate or can assume that you might find it insightful, but instead it's directly has what it has to be created. So you actually really know what's going on there.
Exactly.
Even before the images come back, you know actually what's about to be back.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
If it is an education app, you really need to be careful about what is being shown. You shouldn't show weapons there. You shouldn't show really bad content.
Really good way to cover accuracy and keep it high.
Yes, nice. But this time here, I'm using annotating. Like I provide as an input, I use this multimodal input. I use the inline data part, and I use the text part. Text part is the prompt that I mentioned, and I'm providing the image. But the temperature is low now because I want to be more deterministic here. If I wanted annotations to I mean, you don't want creativity here. You want, this is the input, this is the output. So no creativity. Just find me, give me the result. But this time the modality is only image, and it generates it gives me the response, and I use the inline data parts, which is the image part of it. And then the result is this. So image was that, and then I have the result. And that's it. That's it.
And you also use the 3 Pro image model there when it
Yes,
comes to like
exactly,
final
because
step. That's,
yeah.
These are like old tricks for the viewers actually. Like there are places that you need to use a little bit of doing the like way better model to use, or where you can also save some time and also money while using it. And
Yes.
here where it needs the like last result. And
Exactly. Yes. Yes. I want to show you one more thing, but let's see. Yes, finish it prod. So this is my Firebase project. Let me see the storage. You're seeing my now storage. I'm not sure if this is sensitive, but I don't think, because these are all generic things. Let's see. The image practices that are generated. So these are all the things that are generated. For example, here, this is generated Finnish wildlife. So I generate the image, and then I put it to my Firebase storage, upload it to Firebase storage, and I upload also the annotated version, so that when the user gets it, it's not, they're not waiting. So let's see what else we have.
So this annotated image, if it fits to another user, then you will do a match and show this.
I will first show the, for example, this is the one that we just created. So I will first show this one. If the user presses the help button, I will show the same ID with annotated suffix. Yeah. So this helps me to, yeah.
We have a comment and a question, so let's just show the comment first. This is so good. There seems to be a lot more going on than just simple prompts. And yeah, it's to get all this to work. You've had to do a lot of work here. It's pretty obvious. So a lot of time invested for that. But here's the question: how do you control the annotation's position, or is the model doing it?
Yes, that's a really nice question, because my article ends with the conclusion section that. Let me read it. I really love it, because it's not written by me, it's written by AI. The barrier to entry, is lower. The ceiling for innovation is higher. So this kind of models and AI gives you superpower, and the entry to come up with these use cases is super easy. You can just add this feature to your app immediately. How I position it, I don't. Nano Banana position. I just give how the arrow should look like. In fact, it is not really great yet. Sometimes it is not perfect, but this could have been a research project. How do you annotate? How do you find the objects? How do you like connect the rows and text? I don't know. It's the beautiful part of it. Now, PhD level work is more accessible. I think that's the idea of the article.
Yeah, I was noticing some of the annotations seem to kind of blend in with the background. So maybe you want to put actual opaque signs behind each one of those. So it'd be black on white lettering, something like that. That might be an improvement there.
Yeah, there will be. And this is my side project, as mentioned. Like, I really want to go and see feedback. There are always things that you can spend a lot of hours. I think one more thing, like you said, there are also generation config parameters. Like you can say the aspect ratio of the image, because by default it gives 2.5 gives, I think, square or something, but Gemini Preview 3 gives 16:9. So in the prompt, I also mentioned that this should be the aspect ratio, and this should be the compression feature, like this compression rate. Yeah. So you can also mention the things that you suggested, Randall, in the prompt, that how it should look like.
Cool.
The link to your article has also been added to the chat. So if people didn't see that, it's there. It's not like you can't see you can see it.
Yes.
So we'll display it for a little bit here, but it's also in the conversation. So
Yes.
people can go back and reference it.
I have a question to Randall. Randall, I have submitted this to Flutter community publication. Do you have right to approve it?
I don't.
On
I
Medium.
don't.
Okay.
You have to go through Majid, I think, is the one that takes care of Flutter community. Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I'm working on a second part of it, which is the second part of the article, which is uploading to Firebase, because it's also another. Do we have time? How much time do we have?
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm more than happy, because talking about these things is really exciting. So the second part of article will be about how I felt. Okay, you're not sharing, right? Okay, I'm sharing. Okay, this is generated by Notebook LLM, but it will give the idea about images, because as you see, each user has to wait up to 1 minute or 40-50 seconds to generate an image, and also for annotating another 40 seconds. But if it is in Firebase storage, it will be immediately for users. And I want to fix this problem by catching the image. This will also help you to save money, and you don't also consume resources. I also always have this criticism. When I share on Reddit, they say that don't consume power, don't consume CPUs just every time. Like, people don't like AI because they think it's not environmental friendly. I agree, but I'm producing a value here. I'm helping people to integrate to the community better, to the country, learning a language. Also, it's not. I'm also making money. Yeah, that's also true. But yeah, I want to also be environmental friendly, so that not every user has to see one image and then it's going to garbage. It's not going to be shown again. So I want to catch it in Firebase. But catching is really interesting, because let's see. Because my it's in it, I haven't published the latest one yet. So now, if you use my app, you need to wait for everything, because I'm not catching. But in the next version, I implemented the catching, I think, on weekend. So when you start the Firebase, it's cold start. There is nothing in the database. And then everyone crowdsourcing, adding images to the pool. So think of this as an empty pool. When you create an image, the image doesn't go to garbage. The image goes into the pool. People populate it. It's a dynamic database. But is this okay? So how I'm doing it, it's interesting. Of course, I didn't come up with this. It's AI powered support. That how I need to catch it. So we are going to have probabilistic support. So first, I'm going to fetch a list of images, IDs. I'm fetching the IDs. I'm going to pick a random spot. Okay, I'm going to come with, okay, let's start with this. Think about my Firebase database has like, every image description has a random index from 1 to 10 million. Okay, every time I generate an image practice, I assign an ID to it, and I assign a random integer between 1 to 10 million. And then inside between 1 to 10 million range, I pick a point, and then I choose the nearest tree of these items in that index. And based on that, if I solve the image before, if I solve all the 3 images before, I'm generating an image and adding to the pool. If these 3 images that I fetched randomly are the ones that I haven't seen, I'm using it. So it's very difficult, but I'm going to show it. So let's see. Batch. So from the list, I fetched 3 images. If I see an unseen image, I show it. If the user didn't see this image before, I show it. If the batch is empty, there is nothing in the database, I generate. If the batch contains only the scene images, then generate also. Let's see. So this is my, for example, Firebase store database, and it has a random index. Each practice has a random index between 1 to 10 million. I'm going to have random access to images here in this database. And I also have another collection, which is every user has a sub-collection, which is the scene practices. And I am fetching all the scene practices. This is the algorithm. So I'm calling fetch or generate a practice. In the app, when the user presses the button, it's calling fetch or generate practice. It first generates a random number and between 1 to 10 million. I'm showing that show me the image practices where the random index is larger than this random number. If the result is empty, that means there is nothing. I'm checking if there is one on the left side of the range, if there are any smaller images. If the answer is still no, I'm generating an image. But if the result is not empty, I'm asking, okay, from this number, give me the smaller 3 documents, the nearest to this number. I'm checking if the user has seen these 3 of them. Then I generate an image. If the user has already seen these 3 images, the app generates an image. Otherwise, user sees the image. Okay, this is really complicated, but yeah, this is the thing. So where random index is larger than R, limit to 3, give me the 3. And I'm checking if I see these 3 images, generate an image. If I haven't seen them, I want to see them. Yeah, this is the thing that I'm going to write about article about it. So, okay, so image is empty. Sorry, database is empty. User 1 arrives and it generates an image. Now I have an image, user 1. And now user 2 arrives. There is an image in the database and user didn't see this and image sees this image. User 2 comes again, but it already solved the A. Now there is nothing else. It needs to generate 1. So it's image B. And user 3 arrives. User 3 will see these 2 images immediately. So this is kind of a crowdsourcing strategy of my database. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to write an article about that.
I like how you're like saving the images. So like you were talking about the AI using all the resources and people are concerned about that. While yes, you do have the fetching from the database, a lot less than going through and having AI regenerate. I like that. You may have to increase from 10 million as the word gets out about your app.
I hope so. But Finland is too small to do that. I just want to learn as soon as possible, and then maybe, maybe other countries later.
It actually wouldn't matter if the 2 IDs overlap, because what you're checking for scene is the real ID, not this random ID index, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I.
So the real IDs are going to always be distinct, because that's how.
Yes. The image IDs are distinct. Yes, and in fact, image IDs is just a hash, so it's or whatever. Yeah, it's a UUID or something.
Right.
So it sounds
all the random numbers from 1 to 10 million are just to kind of have a spread out a bit, so you can start at random spots, and it's like shuffling the deck.
Randall, now we are talking, so you understand about algorithms and all these strategies.
I've been around a few years. So.
It sounds like we need to have him back for an update in January after he works on it for another month or so.
Yeah, let's see.
We would totally love. We can sync up in Slack, because I definitely would like to see how this evolves. Definitely going to go back and read the article. We'll make sure that we get the right person to talk to get it published on the Flutter community medium.
Thank you. Yes,
definitely. I think people can just even check and see the prompts and kind of apply it to their own cases, because there are really, really nice examples of how to prompt it by still being certain, but not really making it lead to conflicts or hallucinations or stuff like it. There are nice tricks there.
Yeah. I saw a comment. I would like to answer that.
The last one.
Yes. As Randall said, so with these 10 million images, so the 2 images can still have the same random index because they are not ID. They don't have to be unique.
Yeah. But yeah, with 5,000 users, probably you'll have generated everything by then.
Yes.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that's really great because I don't think that one user generated 5,000. I would really
Right.
love to meet this person. So if they do that, unless they are trying to give me some bills from Firebase, extra bills, they're doing some nice. I have app check, so don't do that.
Just for the community out there, we will be taking another break. We'll be back in January, so make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure to follow the Flutter community on all of the various social medias. We post on Twitter/X, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, fluttercommunity.social. Then we all retweet and repost and all that kind of stuff. So have wonderful holidays. Happy New Year. And did you pop something up? I totally missed
Yes,
it.
I did.
Oh yeah,
I was just
Taha's,
getting the cool
yes.
comment at the end here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Taha is a Flutter legend. I want to thank him all the time because he has been supporting every community member, reposting on Twitter, helping us to reach more people. Taha is amazing friend. So thank you, Taha, for being here and supporting.
Thank you for your support too. Yeah, Taha, that's awesome. Thank you. So with that, we don't have an outgoing.
See you next year.
See you next year. Wow.
Or see you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday.
Or see you on Wednesday. Oh yeah, hold on. I got my brain dash. Oh, we're falling.
There you go.
Oh, here. Dash is like sitting on top of Santa. So have a wonderful holiday season. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.